What is up, YouTube? It's RSMario here, bringing you the 2016 fall anime preview. So let's hop on into this. For those of you who don't know what this is basically a video that I do right before a new season of anime comes out, and basically I preview that season. I take shows that kind of hop out at me, or shows I really want to see from that season, and I kind of give you a little preview on them. Of course, most of these shows I'm probably going to do first impression videos on, but you can check those out. You can check out the first impressions on the videos I did for last season in my anime section on my channel, or, you know, I guess I could probably put up some annotations or something. But you can check out, you know, the latest one I did for 91 days in the description. But yeah, so yeah, it's let's hop on into this.
私がこの国を統治する。これじゃ本当に戦争じゃないですか。ワクワクするだろう。あんたの駒になってやるよ。魔人など信用できるか。もう一度だけお願い。気づけ。バカが。魔人。
So the first one I am waiting on, definitely excited for, is of course Aijin Season 2. So this right here is the sequel show I've been waiting on for a while. This one is probably almost as much as I was waiting for Arslan Season 2 this season. I've been waiting on Aijin Season 2. And it looks like it's going to be awesome. I want to see if they finish the story, you know, or if it's going to be one of those things that gets 3 seasons. Hopefully they wrap it up in this season. I think they probably can. I haven't been reading the manga, so I don't know what's going on in the manga or how far it's going. But yeah, I mean, I can't wait for Aijin Season 2. It's going to be awesome. Then the first new anime I'm going to check out here is Drifters. So this one basically follows a character by the name of Shimazu Toyohisa. Yeah, I know I butchered that, but yeah, I'm sorry. But he got involved in the battle of Sekigahara, and he manages to basically get mortally wounded in the battle while also mortally wounding his opponent. And basically he gets transported to another world after this by a mysterious man known as Murasaki. And in this other world, he's in there with these other great warriors. Think of it as kind of a Valhalla situation. And except for in this world, there's also humans and other fantasy races like, you know, elves, dwarves, hobbits, stuff like that. And they're basically, you know, dealing with a war between them and another race of people called the Ends, who basically want to take over the entire continent. So basically what Shimazu has to do is he has to bring together the other drifters, other great warriors, and stop the Ends from taking over the continent.
ピュアイリュージョンに散らばった耳のかけらを探して。少女たちは不思議な世界に迷い込んだ。ピュアイリュージョン？だってまた外れだった。ココナ！あなた怖くないの？ココナがいるもん。
The next one is Flip Flappers. So this one's essentially a magical girl show, kinda. You know, it looked interesting. I mean, I'll give it a shot. You know, I'll probably end up dropping the show, but I mean, it looks interesting. I have to give it a shot. Like, Erased was a show I gave a shot. I loved the show. I even reviewed the show. So, you know, Flip Flappers, it looks interesting. It looks like it could be fun. I'll check it out.
Luger Code 1951.
Luger Code 1951 is basically like, I see a trend this season with like slightly grounded like adult anime, or anime for like older adult fans. Not older adult, but basically older anime fans. You know, like Joker's Game was one that was set in like pre-World War II Japan. You had 91 Days that was set in Prohibition America, and these are all like kind of grounded. It's not like fantastical or magical or something like that. You know, it's not a shonen, it's not an action battle anime or something like that. It's kind of a more grounded story, and Luger Code 1951 is similar to that. But it's interesting though, because it has a little side, like a little fantasy twist to it. It comes out from Studio D, and basically it is it follows a professor who is basically like a linguist, and he learns all these different kind of languages and codes and stuff. He can break all kind of codes, and he basically runs into the Luger Code, which is a code that was created by werewolves who are enemies of humans, and now he has to go out and find a werewolf to basically help him crack the Luger Code.
モンスターを育て共に生きる者たちがいた。彼らはライダー、モンスターと絆を結びし者たちである。
So the next show here is Monster Hunter Stories Ride On. So I'm a huge Monster Hunter fan. I've never got a chance to play Monster Hunter on the channel because most of the new Monster Hunter games come out on 3DS. I don't have any 3DS captured gear. But I want to play this game. And when I heard that they're doing an anime for it, even though the anime is like a long, I think it's like 20 some odd episodes, I want to check out the show. So basically, the show follows Ryuto, who is basically a writer. He's a writer in the Monster Hunter world. And writers are basically people who have abilities that they can actually make bonds with monsters. So they're not monster hunters. They actually get a monster and make a bond with that monster. Think like Avatar with the blue people when they make a bond with the big pterodactyl things. Think like that. Not a physical bond. They're not physically connected to it. But they make bonds with monsters, and I guess they travel around and they do things together. I want to see this anime because this will give me kind of an insight into what the game's gonna be like. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting though.
虎だ、虎だ。お前は虎になるのだ。
Then of course we have Tiger Mask W. So now we have wrestling, a wrestling anime, a professional wrestling anime by that. So this one, I think this is an old anime though. Of course it's coming from Toei, so more than likely this is a remake of an anime from like the 80s. But yeah, it basically follows the path of two wrestlers. One wrestler who has a regular tiger mask, the other one who has a black tiger mask. That's on a more shadowy path, and they're both in this place called the Tiger's Hole, which is essentially kind of like a seedy like wrestling promotion. Think like a indie wrestling fed in real life, but more nefarious. And basically both of them are trying to bring down the Tiger's Hole from the inside. So, but they're just going about it in different ways. And so it should be pretty interesting. It's an action drama sports anime. So I'm like, okay. I mean, I dabble in sports anime a little bit. Another sports anime I'm gonna check out is All On. I don't know a freaking thing about rugby, but I mean, I guess it's worth a watch. Next one is Occult 9 or Occultic 9. So basically, this one is interesting. For some reason, I have a feeling this is somewhat related to Steins Gate, because the logo just reminds me of Steins Gate. And I know that there are several other anime that are in the Steins Gate universe, and this could be one of them. But yeah, so basically this one follows 9 individuals who are linked by something called Choji Kagaku Kiri Kiri Basara. And it's like an occult blog run by, of course, a high school student by the name of Gata Gamon. And basically things happen to them that are pretty crazy because, of course, this probably involves some kind of occult stuff that they're looking into. So, of course, it's a mystery. I want to check it out.
漢王朝の復活を望む勢力とそれを阻止しようとする一派と互いの魂を食らい合う戦いを人はこう呼んだソウルバスター。何度でも言うよ状況が悪かろうが共に行こうじゃない。これが選ばれし者の That's my own life.
Soul Buster is an action fantasy show from Studio Perot, and or Parrot, whatever way you want to say it. But yeah, it's basically an adaptation of Romancing the Three Kingdoms. So it's something we've seen a ton of times, you know, in anime and video games. But I mean, it's a classic story, and I like Romancing the Three Kingdoms. I want to check this out.
僕たちの本丸は今日も花丸。ごめんなさい。
And the last one is Torin Rambu Hanamada or Hanamaru. Torin Rambu Hanamaru. So basically, this one is I've never heard of the studio Daga Kobo. I might have. It sounds familiar though. I might have seen the show from them before. I think they did. Did they do the Lost Village? They might have done the Lost Village. But yeah, so this one is basically about people who want to go back in time and change history. And then there are people, you know, the Torin Rambu people want to go back and stop them from doing this. And they have the ability to breathe life into inanimate objects and use them to stop these anti-history people and or historyists. I can't remember what they call them. But basically they want to stop people from screwing up history. And of course, it's a fantasy show. I like fantasy shows. That's right up my alley. So I'm going to check this out. But that's about it for this. So watch out for these. I'm going to be doing first impressions on most of these shows. Of course, there are other shows I'm going to be doing first impressions on as well. If you have anything in mind that you want me to check out this season, I'll definitely check it out. You know, I mean, I'm totally open to new stuff. So like, comment, subscribe, and as always, folks, keep it real.